Very good day, everybody. Welcome to another video. I'm your personal funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko and I will be your captain for today's flight. Today's flight will be a private night flight. Just transporting some people from Rotterdam in the Netherlands to London City Airport, United Kingdom. It will be a flight time overall it will be like 1 hour and 10 minutes or something, including taxi and startup procedures, I guess, all that stuff. So let's just get this thing going. So we are using real world time and real world weather as usual. It's kind of pitch black here in Rotterdam. We have some clouds, also some nice stars up there. We will be using Airsoft simple traffic tool, and we're also using some custom scenery for the London City Airport. So where we are parked at, it's actually rather dark. If you look over there, where all the Transavia airplanes are, a lot better illuminated, but here they do not feel like illuminating it. Anyway, let's just hop on in. I got a little flashlight going. Let's have a little sound check for a second. Okay, so that voice sounds really crap. Let me just check that. So check 1, 2. Guessing this should probably be okay. That just sounded a little messed up there for a second. Got the GP out. Let's put some passengers. We're going to be transporting them to London City. Let's bring John and Julie, and Dorothy and Rick, Alicia and Will. And maybe a little bit of luggage. Something like that. Right, so to get some power to the aircraft. Turn on the batteries. It's still really dark back there. It's a lot better. Let me just do one more sound check here real quick. Looks like it's okay, I guess. So the external power is connected, or at least it's there. I'm not sure. We actually can. How do we connect it? Turn on the avionics. Right, so we got our flight plan loaded. So switch to map on this side now. It's fairly straightforward. Juliet November, I believe our runway for takeoff runway 06, so it's right here. So Juliet November, Vector 2, or we could maybe take Vector 3. Let's go Vector 2. And it's going to be an RNF departure. So basically we'll fly out, heading 056. RV 181, turn left, heading 215. That will take us to RV 186 and RV 158, and then on to Somal, and that will take us to ABNED. Alternate route to enhance noise abatement for wake turbulence category L&M aircraft. Well, let's not go hog piled here. No, I don't think we have the OFP, so I'll have to look that up off the screen for a sec. We'll check our altitude and our fuel. So, cruising altitude, flight level 20. So it should be flight level 200. Fuel 1040 kilograms, final reserves 4.3. So 1100 kilograms and 4.3 will be final reserves, but I don't think we need to enter the final reserves. So we're going to bring 1100 kilograms of fuel. And that's better. Deep tanks, let's empty those out. 1100, nice and round. So that's basically that. Could we turn this on? I believe you can turn it on. Yeah. Well, it just looks cool, so let's just turn it on. Let's get the weather. Rotterdam Airport and waypoint information, weather data. So we got 350 and 8 knots. QNH 1021. Let's set our QNH 1021 or 3015. That's very convenient. 3015. But in Europe we actually use the hectopascal. And I'm also curious about the weather at London City. We're getting runway 27. Wind will be 2804 knots. QNH 1027. So that's okay, we can do that. Back to the map view. So RD 181, that's the left turn, and then RD 186, then on to Sommel. ABNED, let's zoom out a little bit more here. Ibnos, Raman, Bogan, and that's basically already the arrival. Let's see if the fuel seems to make sense. We got total fuel 2,500. Thinking this is pounds, yeah. I'm guessing that's alright. And we have some overhead lights. I mean, I could use some lights down here without the flashlight really. Let's turn on the fuel pumps. And let's set our squawk code 31 21 and enter. And let's turn it on. I'm guessing we're about ready. Let's set the altitude. Flight level 200. Right, so let's get the engine started. We're starting up engine number 2. So the temperatures are shooting up there. And then settling. So looks like it likes to settle at 593.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
Oh man, I did not ask for you. Exit. Engine number 2. Or we start engine number 2, so we have to start engine number 1. Right, we have 2 running engines. Turn on the left generator and the right generator as well. And the stall warnings, they go on. Turn on the no smoking and fasten the seatbelt sign. Autopilot radio altitude. GPS nav. So here we can set it ourselves, and I believe this will start running as soon as we take off. For now, let's keep it on time for a little bit. So runway 27 to London City Airport. London City Airport, always interesting, has quite a steep approach. Not as crazy as today in Aspen in the United States. That was a seriously steep approach, like 6.97 degrees or something, like almost 7 degrees down. Oh, you know, that's I don't know, but that's a lot. It was a lot for the aircraft, and so we had to do a totally different kind of approach. We were coming in way too high and way too fast for that. But London City, this aircraft is very manageable. I would also like to fly there with the RJ as well again, and try and use the steep approach function. But this aircraft does not have a steep approach function as such. So ILS 111.15 and 272. And this might actually be in here already. Let's check the flight plan. Now that we're still, that we're not moving yet. So we have the arrival, I don't think we have the approach. So let us also enter the approach. ILS 27. Transition, will that be vectors? That will be vectors, I guess that's fine. And we will load approach. Do not activate it yet, but it is in now. And then we have in the standby box 111.15. And I'm guessing the course we will set here. I'm going to set it right now. Even though we will have some time, it's not going to be a very long cruise, but still plenty of time actually to do this. But let's just do it now. 272. Okay, that's working. Alright, anything else? I'm curious where the light switches are. Either I forgot. Man, it's noisy here in the back. Jesus Christ. Okay, so maybe we can find some here. Cabin, dim, cabin lights, step lights. That's not really what I'm looking for, I think. So let's get some dugouts. I've been doing this quite a while, but whenever I see a chart like this, I always get intimidated. And I know that once you actually understand it, it's like the simplest thing in the world. It's just, you know, where to look and what to look for, what it means, and how it compares to other charts with similar information, but for similar aircraft with different values, you know? And maybe even worded slightly differently at some points. Well, obviously not like absolute values like VR or V2. They will always be the same, you know. But yeah, it's interesting. But you know, you learn something new every day. It doesn't look like we have really those lights. No, package light we can dim actually. Step lights as well. So what we turn on cabin dim? Let's just have a look. That looks like, man, it's like madhouse. Alright, let's not mess with that too much. So do we have here pitot heat and takeoff trim. And that's correct, the pitot heat was not on. And takeoff trim. And let's actually also turn on the yaw damper. And the steer lock. And let's trim the aircraft to a takeoff position. Steering is on, and let's arm the reverses, these thrust reverses, and we release the parking brake, and we go reverse. So let's stop right here. Got the parking brakes. Sit on the cabin air. Beacon light should have turned on earlier. And you go to taxi lights. And let's get going. Okay, big airliners, if you could maybe, you know, drive a little bit faster than you would now. Not XAMAN, but the hold up. Oh, this is actually parking here? Okay, that's wrong. It is simply wrong is what it is. Look, we cannot pass, man. Hey, Captain, what are we going to do? Are you going to let us pass? So let's try to stay away as far as the back of the aircraft here as possible. Fortunately, we cannot really drive into it, we'll just drive through. We do have a little bit of preparations to do to check the master control panel. So this is the city of Rotterdam at this hour. So here is our holding point. So let's hold it right here. Looks like we overshot it a little bit. Looks like we're going to get a phone call. Okay, so we turn on the landing lights. So after takeoff, left turn RD 181. That is not a left turn, that is 056, that will be our heading. I'm not seeing it, but I put all my trust in the autopilot. It's probably going to do exactly what it's supposed to be doing. So RD 181, that will be runway heading. Then there's the left turn. But it looked a little bit funny if you ask me, but right. There we go. Okay. So to set up here, let's check arm navigation. seems to be happy at this moment. And I believe we'll use speed mode to climb. We'll do altitude select and then speed, and then it will target that altitude by maintaining the airspeed and then adjusting its pitch in an upward position. Okay, man. So I think that is it. Parking brake released. Let's also turn on the strobe. I do feel like the console looks quite bright. It would be nice if we could dim those lights. Right, so let's have a quick sanity check. We have our QNH set 3015. We could maybe, just because probably good common practice. But I know that I will not do this all the time anyway, but let's set the runway heading in the heading box to the runway heading, which is our current heading, obviously. We have GPS, and lateral navigation is armed and sort of on. So we'll have to take off and then engage the autopilot, raise the gear, and let's have some fun. Parking brakes release. Let's set the timer real quick. There, okay, and take off thrust. Let's get out of here. It seems a little bit windy though. Gear up. So she really wants to go nose up. So let's turn on the autopilot now. And let's set speed. Speed brakes out. We're going way too fast there. So we do have to mind our speed. I think Netherlands we have passed our transition altitude, but let's just have a look. That's the city of Rotterdam. There's overspeed again. We're not really climbing now, are we? If anything, we're dropping. A little more thrust. It's actually a pretty nice view here from the cockpit. Look at the size of those glasses, man. This is bigger than my piano. So this is going way too slow, aircraft is going way too fast. Let's go vertical speed. There we go, climbing. Oh, 2000. Okay, 2000 feet per minute. And let's go to standard barometric pressure. I think I saw Orion there. Yeah, that's Orion. That's Betelgeuse. And there's a stellar nursery somewhere around there. With the Horsehead Nebula is in there. So let's go to 992. Can we just press this? How did this work? Yeah, you can press it to 992. So this is going a little bit better. Our speed is a little high, below 10,000 feet. We should not go any faster than 250 knots. And this is one of those planes where you have to, you have to manage the speed yourself a lot more. Let's set the cabin altitude for 200 for 20,000 feet. Well, I'm not sure how this works. Is it like off the scale? You go way to the end. By the time we're there, we're already dead, man. So let's see how high this goes. 10,000. I still do not understand why there's values on either side of the line. So you have 30,000 and you have 2,000. I mean, surely they are not the same. No? And there's sea level. So there's no way to really set 20,000 feet. That seems weird. I don't know, let's just set something like that. So we'll see if we're going to die. Let's get the aircraft a little bit warmer maybe. Oh well. Okay, lateral navigation. We're no longer on vertical speed for some reason, although we are still climbing. We engage vertical speed. Don't know why that happens sometimes. Probably I'm doing something without realizing it. So 85%, speed 250. 13,000 feet. Could maybe decrease our range of climb a little bit and have our speed maybe catch up some. And let's turn off the landing lights. So this console is really bright. So there's no hidden light switches, buttons, knobs. Oh, there you go. Let's just get rid of the tablets here for a sec. So I believe that's flood lights. Let's just connect them, well, back. I think that's a little bit better. Look at that. That's looking nice and cozy. Speaking of which, let's look in the back. Hi everybody. Hope you're having a good time. I'm your captain today. Please ma'am, no calls on the flight. Please ma'am, may I ask you to please turn off your phone. You're endangering all our lives. There, you may no longer look out of the window. Yes, I know, it's funny. Sir? Speed slowly climbing. We're 10 minutes into the flight. So Jacko wants us to be at 9,000 feet. Let's have a look at our arrival chart. Logan, XAMAN, Logan. Got in night mode home. So Jacko 9,000. So when we descend, we'll have to lose 11,000 feet, 33, so 34 nautical miles before Jacko. We should start our descent. We're now, I'm not sure if it's saying how much, no. Well, distance 72 nautical miles. That was actually correct. I'm thinking maybe we should just keep it on the flight plan page. So we'll now fly the leg Stomel ABNED onwards to Hypnos and then 20,000 feet. I'm really loving those little lights in there, man. What was the electricity panel or the elec panel? Oh, that's the one below here. That's our fuses. That's pretty cool. Oh, a little bit of lights but the fuse is not too bad. Instruments, well, we can dim the instruments, but I do not, well, actually a little bit, let's see. That's not too bad at all, man. The pedestal, that's hidden right there. Let's just check now. If we can set some, find an empty seat maybe next to a window would be nice. On the day, sir. Well, there's not really a whole lot to see here. I got this seat too. $19,000 feet. For some reason, it is again no longer in VS mode. Now the altitude select is still armed, so. But the plane will level off at 20,000 feet. Okay, so where are we now? ABNED to Ibnos. Right, so we're reaching our cruising altitude now. We're now at altitude hold. So now we monitor the speed, but it's not going to overspeed. Appears to be quite stable actually. Let's see how close we can get the camera. Whoops. That's so cool. You can zoom in far and have a really close look at what's going on. Our speed is definitely climbing. Just ever so slightly. So let's reduce a little bit. I'm not sure if I understand correctly. I think if we turn on speed, I'm not sure if it's actually now going to hold this speed, yes or no. That would be totally awesome. But as far as I know, it's actually only for climbing. But we did not set any different altitude. We're basically at target altitude. And you can see that Also because the oh, and then it's no longer altitude hold, so that's how it goes. So either altitude hold or speed, and it wants to climb. Okay, so I was right. Okay, cool. So altitude hold, keep it there. There's some land in front of us. This will be the United Kingdom. So on our way to XAMAN, 5 miles, then another 23 miles, and then Jackal. So it's now 34 miles from Jackal. So let's start our descent. So we're going to set 9,000 feet. And then let's try vertical speed, I guess. And we may have to put the engines on idle. Let's just pull them back a little bit. And then choose a nose down attitude. Let's try around 2,000 feet. The fast seatbelt sign was still on, wasn't it? Oh, we'll just leave it on now. We're descending 2,000 feet per minute, a little more even. 2,800, 2,500, 2,600, something like that. For now, we're just going to have to trust that it's going to work out. And let's get the weather. Oh, we can get it actually through here, right? Let's get the local QNH so we can set it immediately. Waypoint information, weather data. We got 3033. Where's the button to turn right? Okay, we'll just use my finger. 3033. Alright, we're on local QNH there. Let's keep on descending and let's check our final approach charts. So we got 111.15. That's in here. We can switch it, it doesn't hurt. Not being received yet, but we're too far out still. Final approach course, 272. We set it right here, 272. Our speed is still under control actually, so that's a good sign too. And then 3.4 nautical miles. The glide slope starts at 2,000 feet. And the decision altitude or decision height. Not sure which one this aircraft is allowed. Didn't it say something? Not sure. So let's go the safest option. So 630 or 610 radio altitude. Now what does this aircraft have again? acquisition height. So that is radio. And I believe it was 630, 610. Let's just put it at 600, that's okay. We do not see the runway then. And we need to do a go around. Just for good practice, I guess, let's at least have a look at what the go around procedure would be. Missed approach, climb straight ahead. 2,000 feet, straight ahead, the runway heading basically, so we're coming in. Oh no, we need to go around, so we go heading 272. We could start maybe by setting the heading bug to 272 as well. We're almost at 9,000 feet now. We're pretty quick. Alright, so 272. So you straight ahead, climb. So basically you'll need to, once you're below 2,000 feet, you go to 2,000. And that's 516 BME from ILSR, which is the localizer at London City. 516 nautical miles, you turn right to, I'm not sure what it is, reflect locator at 2,000 feet or as direct. So let's see. Climb straight ahead, 2,000 feet, 516 ILSR, turn right. .516, that's this point right here. And then you turn right. Then, yeah, as directed. I'm not really sure. But I guess if this happens, we climb to 2,000 feet, we follow 272, we watch the DME go up to 516, we take a right turn. It doesn't say really where to. It says to LCTR, I'm not sure what that means. But we do have a localizer, so I guess we could just fly the reciprocal, so 09 or 2, and just do the thing over again. But then maybe climb, and then there's also, but there's also the matter of thrust, what are we going to do? It's always panic, man, when that happens. Right, so taking a turn here, let's have a look at the flight plan. We're on our way to final fix 27. Look at the map view. So lateral navigation is armed, but it's no longer following it. And I'm going to do altitude hold immediately because we're at 4,500 feet. That's definitely a big security breach on my part, on my behalf. If I didn't spot it, we would have crashed into the ground. So there's Jacko. And we're going, okay, so let's flight plan. Activate vectors to final. Nav is not buying it. I guess if we just keep on flying this heading, we should be fine. And what should be our altitudes? We are now at 9,000 feet. So we should be at 9,000 feet, but we're at 4,500. Well, 2,000 feet is where the glide slope will start. Well, let's just keep on chilling here at this altitude for a bit. That is Lavno. So let's mind our speed a little bit. We're a little bit slow there. And there, the needle goes up. Oops, got overspeed. That went really quick. Okay, let's retract the speed brakes. Let's not do that again. Let's try around 66% of N1. Just checking the speed now. We are going a little bit slowly. So we're getting closer to the runway center line. So let's, we're now on, oh, we're actually already on VLOG, that's good. Yeah, like that, that's what I want. So can we go nav? Not yet. So we will go heading. And it will basically bring us the exact same direction. Our speed, at least it's steady, it's a little bit slow, but it's steady. Let's keep it like that. So does not want to arm the nav just yet. Could make sense because we also do not have a localizer that's picking up. Let's just check 111.15. That is the active one. But we're still a ways out. There's 26 nautical miles out. So maybe after 25 or something it should start picking up. But there's no DME yet. There as well. noisy and there's nothing to see. There we go. We have localizer. So now, there you go. Captured by the localizer as well. It does say GS here. Does that arm the glide slope? Let's turn on the torch there for a second. So yeah, we should be able to arm it, but it's not doing anything yet. But at least now we are captured by the localizer, so that's good for lining ourselves up. And we got like 25 miles to go to do that, so that's more than enough. So let's descend to 2,000 feet. And we do out select, and then we can do vertical speed. Moment I use the, let's do this again. Vertical speed. Oh, now it's gone. But it's no longer in vertical speed. So what you do it first and then you select vertical speed. Let's not go too aggressive. And then vertical speed, and that means it's going to hold it or something. I think that's the runway. So vertical speed is on. Altitude select is armed for 2,000 feet. We are descending, but really slowly. We're 17 miles out. So if I now change the vertical speed a little bit, then I'm thinking the vertical speed is going to disengage. There you go. So we can go a little bit more. And then we hit vertical speed. I must say it's quite sensitive, but alright, we're getting down. Speed is fine, it's picking up a little bit. That's our runway. Then we have final wind check for the runway. London City waypoint info weather data. 2803 knots, so that's not too much. So if what I was doing is correct, then the moment we reach 2,000 feet, we should be in altitude hold mode. Can we arm the glide slope? The glide slope's armed. That's a good place as well. I believe we turned on the landing lights, did we not? No, we did totally not. Let's turn on the landing lights immediately. So there's our runway. We're 9 miles out. Captured localizer. Glide slope still armed. We're at 2,000 feet and we're on altitude hold. So hopefully I'll remember next time. You set your desired pitch and then VS is basically holding that pitch. So as I said, I'm using a custom scenery for London City Airport. It's available for download for free on the flightsim.to website. So 6 miles. Let's mind our speed a little bit now. Glide slope still only armed, not captured yet. Let's get some speed brakes out for a bit. Let's drop the gear. And the glide slope's not doing anything, so let's turn off the autopilot. Let's just fly the approach ourselves. So we're just dropping off some rich kids in London City. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the speed controls here. I'm thinking this will probably do the trick. It's not a very long runway. Reverses are out, I think. There we are, braking. Welcome to London City. Before we try and take this turn, let's turn off the nose wheel steering. This did not work. There, now it's engaged. A little bit dramatic, London, that you had to bring out the fire truck for us. I mean, sure, it wasn't the prettiest landing, but come on, man. I just love the sounds of those buttons, man. Done really cool. I don't know where we are, but we're just going to turn left here and get the aircraft to a stop. Parking brake set. Engine number 2. Engine number 1. Actually, it was reversed. Engine number 1 and engine number 2. So the engines are turning off. So the avionics master we can turn off. There's Navigraph. Stall warning can go off as well. That's it. I'm guessing if we're good people, let's turn on the batteries. We can turn on some cabin lights for our passengers to leave. So baggage lights, top lights. Then let's open the cabin door. I've never been to this airport in real life. I would really like to fly here one day. Right, so we're going to drop off those spoiled little bitch kids in the back. And we're just going to go to some hotel, have some fun, some sleep. And then tomorrow we'll fly somewhere else. Alright, so that's it. Thank you very much for checking. Everybody stay funky and keep your loved ones close. And see you at the next video. Bye bye.